Okay, today I'd like to show you how to connect the microphone to the Labquest device. So you're going to start off with the Labquest device and go ahead and turn it on. And then the other item you should have is a microphone with a gray cord. And you should also have the USB cable. And the USB cable should have one regular USB end and a small USB end. So once you have your Labquest device turned on, then you want to take the microphone end and the other end of that gray cable, and you're going to put it in the port, one of the ports at the top that are named the different channels. So I'm just going to plug mine into channel 1 here. You should hear it click, and your microphone is all set up. You don't need to do anything on the screen right now. And then you're going to take your USB cable, and you want to take the small end of the USB cable and put it in this little port here next to the channel 4. Then you're going to take the other end of your USB cable, and once you have, before you do this, you want to have Logger Pro open on your laptop, and then you're going to plug the USB into the side of your laptop, and this is what you should see on your screen. So you should see these 2 arrows on your screen, and then I'll show you the rest of how to connect this on the laptop. So now you have the Labquest connected to Logger Pro, but we need to tell Logger Pro what to look for. So we're going to go up here to the top under Experiment, and we're going to go down to Setup Sensors. And on Setup Sensors, we want to go down to Labquest 1. So you should see this screen here, and we're going to tell the computer that we have this sensor under channel 1, because that's where I plugged in my microphone. So we click on the drop-down menu here, choose Sensor, and I'm going to go down here and choose Microphone. So once we tap on microphone, you should see a little red box show up down here that's showing the sound pressure, and you should be able to close your dialog box here. So now the computer is all set up and ready to record. And if you'll note, if you look across the time axis here, that the automatic settings for the microphone are to record for just 3/100ths of a second. And that's really the settings that we want for the sound spectrum that we were doing. So I just want to show you how to get a sound spectrum. So I'm going to play a note on the recorder. I'm going to have the microphone record that and show me the waveform. So because the microphone records for such a short amount of time, what you want to do is be playing the note and then tap on this collect button here that's at the top, this green collect button. Don't try to do 3, 2, 1 and hit them play and hit the button at the same time, because for 3/100ths of a second, it'll be hard to get the timing just right. So play the note and be sure that you're getting a nice note, and then hit the collect button. So it looks like this. So you notice that I played the note and then hit the collect button, and I get a nice waveform here. If for some reason you want to change the way you're doing data collection, you'd find that under the Experiment menu and then Data Collection. You can click on that here, and you'll get this dialog box where you can change the duration of time that the microphone is recording, and you can change the number of samples per second. I'm going to cancel here because I'm happy with my recording. So the other thing we're going to be looking at is, this is a recording of a waveform for the recorder playing that note, but I want to know all the different frequencies that are embedded in this wave. And we do that by going to the Insert menu at the top here. We're going to insert Additional Graphs, and we want the FFT graph. FFT stands for Fast Fourier Transform, and it's an algorithm that's used to figure out exactly what different frequencies are composed in this wave. So here's my FFT graph. I'm going to do Control-R here to arrange things, and I see that I have peaks at a few different frequencies here. And if I want to see what these frequencies are, if I go to the Analyze menu and click on Examine, or I can use Control-E, what that does is everywhere, wherever I hover my mouse in this lower graph, in the little box here, it'll show me what that frequency is. So it looks like I have a peak frequency around 898 Hertz, which makes sense because this was playing the note A, which is usually 888. And then there's another little bump of frequencies over here around 1800, 1796, another cluster of frequency peaks over here around 2700, and that gives us some kind of characteristic of the recorder. If you're happy with the recording that you made, And then under experiment here, you can say store latest run, and it will store that, it will save that data. If for some reason you didn't like the run that you just did, under experiment, you would choose clear latest run, and that would clear it out, and you can start all over again. So that's how you get a musical spectrum graph.